Hi, good evening. So I'm Auntie Curleen and it's a wonderful evening. So how you guys feel about being here this afternoon?
Good.
Great.
Great, nice. So I love to see faces. So if possible, I could see some faces this afternoon. Don't worry, we're all here in a comfortable zone. Thank you very much. We're going good. Nice.
Miss, right now my
All right.
face confused.
Kazi, you always come on, Kazi. Right? Okay. So once you could, I'll really appreciate it. So this evening, what's the topic this afternoon? The national anthem. And when you hear the national anthem, what does that mean? When you hear that word anthem, what does it mean?
National song?
It means a national song. Okay, so is it that one country has an anthem or different countries have different anthems? How does an anthem work?
Different countries have an anthem.
Different countries have an anthem. And what do you say when you hear a different country has an anthem? What does that anthem mean for them? Is it just like any old song, or is it a song of importance?
It is the country song, I think.
All right. Okay, good. So she's close there. Thank you very much. She said that. That was Ariana or Lesharo?
Lesharo.
Lesharo. Very good. Thank you, Lesharo. So when we hear the word national anthem, when we hear the word anthem in particular, first of all, it tells you that it's a song. It is a song that is written that tells you about the country. And I love to say it tells you about the spirit of the country. What does it tell you about the
country?
Spirit of the country. So leave your mics open because I will be asking questions ever so often and I want to tax your brain because you guys know this stuff already, but I just want to show it to you and we're going to break it down and then I will show you something else, right? So it is telling you about the spirit of the country. So when we have an anthem, the words that are written for that song, what they do is that they try to show what the people are like in that country. What is their drive? What is their passion? What they enjoy doing? What they believe in? And that is where you have the words of a national anthem. And every country, they choose different words for the anthem because the different words expresses something different, right? It tells you something different about our country. Now, how many of you here, your show of hands, put up your little emoji on your screen. Show me how many of you know the national anthem. So let me see those hands. Who here knows the national anthem? How many anthems? Anybody here knows more than one anthem than Trinidad and Tobago? Anybody else knows another anthem? You ever heard of another anthem?
I used to know the American anthem, but I don't know it anymore.
You used to know which anthem?
American anthem.
Okay, the American anthem. Yes, I know many of you know the American anthem because we watch a lot of American TV, so therefore we get exposed to those things.
But I can't remember how it does go.
All the words. Okay, good. But what about our anthem, Trinidad and Tobago? Do you remember the words? I know some of us, we haven't been in school, so we may have forgotten the words of the anthem. Do you remember the words of the anthem? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to say? You don't have to sing it because I know some children might say, Miss, I don't have such a good singing voice, although all your voices are beautiful. But anybody here wants to tell me some words I probably, okay, so what am I gonna go? Ariana, am I pronouncing your name correctly, sweetie?
Yes.
Right. We're gonna form a line. So what you're gonna do is that we're gonna all prick our brains this afternoon. We're gonna take turns saying one line of the anthem. So you have to listen to what your friends did. And when it's your turn, you will continue, right? So I'm starting off. Forge from the love of liberty. So Ariana, you want to continue? Let me see if you remember.
In the file. I forget again.
All right. Anybody wants to help out?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cassie.
In the fire of hope and prayer.
Let's continue. Somebody else. Take it from there. Kira, you want to take it from there? After the lion's fires of hope and prayer. Huh?
The boundless faith in our destiny.
With boundless faith.
In our history.
Okay, all right. So we just listen to the words right now. If we make a mistake, that's okay. Go ahead. Anybody else wants to continue the next line?
I want to say it again.
Me.
I
was gonna say.
Lashara, go ahead again.
I was going on said.
You could say it.
Go ahead. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Somebody else could say it. Go ahead. Let's start from side by side. Anybody wants to take from that line?
Side by side we stand.
Uh-huh.
Islands of the blue. Caribbean Sea.
Uh-huh. Anybody else?
This our native flag.
Land.
Uh-huh. Very nice. Mm-hmm. We.
Pledge our lives to thee.
Perfect. Give me the last line. Give me the last line.
Here
Here.
every creed and race find
Uh-huh.
an equal place and make
Uh-huh. And me.
Foundation.
All right. Great. So you guys do know the words. So I'm going to show you something this afternoon. And what we're going to do is that we know the words, but do we know what all those words mean? When we think about it. So there are one or two of those words that we are a little unsure of, correct? Don't be ashamed to say that. Right? Okay, so what we're going to do this afternoon, we're going to look at this little video first, and then we're going to go into a nice little discussion. All right, so let me just make sure everybody is ready. I'm going to share my sound, and here we go. So let me make sure. Are you guys hearing music so far? If you're hearing music, it means everything is working fine. Are you hearing it?
Yes.
All right, great. Everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Let's start it over from there. So just like you, a child who's now learning the anthem, sometimes we learn the words, but we don't understand what it means. So my daughter was singing it and she realized, I don't understand what this means. And I said, okay, I'm glad to help you. So we're gonna look at it this evening in 3 different ways to help us remember. So the first one, what you're seeing there.
A for author.
A for author. So it's the ABCs of the anthem that we're going to learn this afternoon. So we have A for author, B for
Behavior.
all right, good.
And the
C
last one
for-
is
Okay,
Conditions.
so quick, author. Who's that? What I mean?
A person that
A person that writes. Okay, good. So a person who writes. And Tina, we're talking about the anthem. What do you think we're talking about? The author of the anthem. Very good. B, behavior. What do you think behavior means? What are behavior means?
Behavior means
Behave yourself.
Behave yourself. But what about what you think? How will we connect behavior with the anthem? What do you think?
be good,
you
like
have
be
to be grateful for what you have.
You have to be grateful for what you have. Okay, but let's type and bring it back with the anthem. Do we have to have a particular behavior when it is that we are
Yes.
singing the anthem or we hear? Okay,
Yes.
very good. And what
Yes.
about conditions? What do you think conditions mean? What do
We
you think
need-
conditions?
You have to be neat while you sing.
Okay, you have to be neat, you
Yes,
have to
neat.
stand a particular way, right? And there are also certain ways that we have to have the environment. Certain things cannot be playing while the anthem is playing. People have to behave a particular way. Very good. So we're going to learn this evening about the ABCs of our national anthem, right? So let's look at this first one. So this guy here, anybody could read that name there for me? Let me see if anybody could think they could take a good graphic.
Patrick is Noah's podcasting.
Castan. Okay, so this is Patrick Stanislas, also fondly known as Pat Castan, right? And he was a renowned West Indian songwriter who composed the words and the music of this. So a little bit about that. When we had a change, this is when the Federation collapsed, there were some changes that he made to the lines of the song, and he entered it. There was a competition. Now we know nowadays there are many competitions where you have poetry writing competitions, songwriting competitions. So there was actually a competition where it is that he was asked to, well, not him, but there were several entries. There were over 1,173 entries that were submitted. And all these people were not just entering the competition to just feel good, but there was cash involved. And when it is that he submitted 1,173 entries, he came out on top and he won a prize of, anybody want to tell me what the prize amount is?
$5,000.
$5,000. Is that a lot of money?
A
Huh?
little bit for
Who
me.
said that's a little bit for you? I need to be
Yes,
friend you. I need you to be my friend. Lashara coming by you afterwards because you say 5,000 is a little bit of money, but that is a good bit of money. $1 million was a good bit of money, yes. But back then, this was way, many years ago, 1962. $5,000 was a lot of money. Let me show you how it was a lot of money. Long ago, in that days, you could have gone to school if you had 25 cents when you went to school. You're a big shot. You have real money, right? So you can imagine how, and now you say, Miss 25 cents, Auntie, 25 cents I can't buy a sweetie. Back then, it did a lot. So imagine what $5,000 did. And Pat Castan, he is also fondly known as Pat or Patrick. He wrote the anthem, but you know something interesting about him? He wasn't actually born in Trinidad and Tobago. His parents were from Trinidad and Tobago, and he was actually born in Guyana. So remember some of the things I'm telling you because I'm going to ask some questions after. So he was born where?
Guyana.
In Guyana. And how much did he win when he won the competition for writing the anthem? How much did he win?
$5,000.
All right. So
5,000.
okay, cool. All right, nice. Right, so what do the words mean? So we're coming now to the meaning of those words. We have some words that I know many children always tell me, I don't understand this, miss, or I don't understand this, mommy, or I don't understand this, auntie. So let me show you some of the words. Are these some of the words that get you a bit confused? So let's read them. What's this one I'm pointing to here?
Boundless.
Boundless. What's this one here?
Forged.
Forged. Then we have
Destiny.
destiny. We have
Liberty.
liberty. We have this one here. Let's see who can get it.
Solemnly.
Solemnly. Beautiful. What about this one?
Native.
Nice.
Pledge.
Pledge.
Creed.
Next one.
Island.
Island.
Grace.
Okay. So here what we're going to do now. Anybody could tell me the meaning of any one of those words. So what you're going to do, you're going to type it out in the chat, what you think it means. And I'll be looking at the chat.
I know.
Right? Choose a word, any one that you feel you know, and you can type out your answer in the chat. And I'm looking at your answers in the chat. So anyone that you think you know, even if you just know one alone, you type in what you think that one means. Right, so I'm just going to give about 1 minute for us to do that, so we could share what we know, because I know we have some brilliant students, some brilliant children here, and I know that some of you already know this stuff. So you can help me teach it this evening. All right. So write in the chat. Okay, nice. I got one. Nice. So I saw one, forged, made by fire. Very good. Liberty, freedom. Nice. Kazi, which one you were doing? Pledge. Okay, I thought so. What does pledge mean? Very good. A promise. Thank you, Kazi. Anybody else wants to give another one? So we have some of the meanings here already. So we had forged, meaning made by fire. Liberty, freedom. Excellent. We have pledge, which is a promise. What about island? Do we live on an island? Do we live on an island? Good,
Yes.
Trinidad. But what's an island? What does that mean?
What's a land sound?
It's a place surrounded by a body of water.
Right,
Island.
so it is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. So no matter what end of the island we go to,
Yes.
once we reach the end of the island, we're going to meet
Water.
water. Right, so we have beach all around us. Beautiful stuff. Anybody, see, I didn't get somebody to give me boundless. I didn't get solemnly. I didn't get native and creed. So I'm looking for those 4: boundless, solemnly, native, creed. Oh, and somebody wrote race, but I want you to tell me what kind of race are they talking about? It's a running race, or, you know? So I'm seeing race mean. So some children, you're trying to type, don't worry. I just giving you that time so you can give me your beautiful answers, because your answers are really great so far. All right, so here what I'm gonna do while that last person's writing the answer. We know those words, and these words, I want you now to click on this link here. So I just sent it for everyone. And it's going to carry you to a worksheet where you're gonna put in these words on that worksheet in the correct spot. Right, so race means different people. So we're getting close to it, to specifically what it means, but you're very close. Right, so if anybody can't get the worksheet, just raise it up and tell me. Nice. So I'm just going to switch to the worksheet to show everybody what you should be seeing. Okay, race means people who celebrate different types of culture, holidays, etc. Very specific here. Thank you. Oh, Neil McConnell wondering who's using his account. Right, so I'm just going to switch it, and this is the worksheet that you should be seeing. Let me just pull it back here. Right, so this is what you should be seeing. And we have to fill in those words.
Miss, that's what I'm seeing.
All right, great. So what you do is you click on the box and you'll be able to type in the answer. So let's see if we can do this one together. So everybody else, are you all finished with the other things? So let's see if we could do this one together. So the first line, forged from the love of
liberty.
All right, how we spell that one?
L
Right, nice.
B-E-R-T-Y.
Thank you very much. In the, what's missing here?
Fires.
Right, so we have with boundless what? What are we missing here? With boundless what?
Yeah.
So I know a lot of these students are very engaged in finishing their worksheets. You're not typing?
No.
Uh-oh, you clicked on it and it's still not typing?
Yes.
Okay, sometimes you get that as a problem, but don't worry, we're going to do it together here. So you'll see if it is, you know the answer, you could just tell me orally and we would double check the answers, right? So you'll still be a part of it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we had here, forged from the love of liberty in the
Fires.
Fires of hope and prayer. Nice. With boundless
Faith.
faith, beautiful. In our destiny, we solemnly. What's that word? Nice.
Oh.
What's this one here?
We stand cyber. We
What's the
stand
first word?
on. We
Sure, we
Side.
solemnly declare side. Side by side we stand. This one here.
Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea.
Caribbean, right. This,
Our
oh, nice. Native.
pledge.
Try again. Native.
Land.
Land. Great. We. This one is what one now? This is we what?
We pledge.
Right. Nice, nice. Our lives to thee. Hear every creed and
Race.
race. Find an
All
equal. Nice. Place.
our nation.
Our. Nice. And hear every creed and
Race.
find an equal.
Place.
Oops.
Wait.
And may God bless our.
Nation.
Nice. Great. So let's go back now and watch it. So I'll check just now to see when I click finish and let's see if we got it all correct. I'm going to check my answers. Right here, every creed and race, find an equal. Oops, I put place here. Nobody told me I put place. That's what that's supposed to be. Here, every creed and race, find an
Equal.
equal. Right, so equal was supposed to get there. So I got one wrong, but that's okay. I know the mistake I made and I can move on from that. So looking at this right here and right now, let's go through what it means. Forged from the love of liberty. Somebody told me just now that they said, Miss, liberty is freedom. So forged, and somebody said forge is something you're making fire. So when you say you're forging something, you're making that thing is coming out from a certain amount of fireness, a certain amount of energy. Our flag has mostly what color on it? What's the main color on our flag? It's red. And when we talked about forged from the love of liberty, it means we make this thing from our love of freedom. In Trinidad, we love freedom. So we love freedom, and not just free, don't pay no money for it. We're talking about the freedom to speak, the freedom to express ourselves, the freedom to do things, the freedom to play carnival, the freedom to jump up in a band, the freedom to go to our church camp, the freedom to practice whatever religion we want. So we have a lot of freedoms that our country is built on. So that first line, forged from, it means that we are made and we came out from that love of freedom in the fires of hope and prayer. When they say fires, what do you think they mean? What are we doing? We're burning stuff? So when they say in the fires of hope and prayer, it means that we are strong believers in hope and in prayer, with boundless faith, meaning that we believe with all our hearts. There's no stopping to the believing. So we believe it today, we believe it tomorrow. Nobody could change our minds because we believe. And we say we solemnly declare. When you declare something, what it means?
Say what you think.
You're saying it, and you're saying it with authority because you're sure. So I'm saying this, and I am very sure of what I'm saying, right? So you're declaring it. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea. When it says side by side, what are you talking about? The next, read these two lines together. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea.
Of the Caribbean.
All right, so when we look at the Caribbean and we look at pictures of the Caribbean, there are a bunch of little islands and they're all close together. So that's what they mean by, yes, the Caribbean islands. So when it says side by side we stand, they're talking about the islands. They're all one after the other coming down, right? And they're talking actually about the islands in the Caribbean Sea. But then they come back to one particular island. This, our native land. What do I mean here by native? This is where we were born. That's what it means by native. We pledge our lives to thee. So when we say pledge, pledge means what does pledge mean? I remember Cassie said it. Promise. To promise. When you tell mommy, mommy, I promise I wouldn't do it again. That's what it means. You say, no, gosh, I promise I wouldn't do it again, mommy. No, mommy, don't get vexed with me, mommy. No, 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 no. I promise, right? I promise. When we say our pledge, it means that we are promising. So we pledge our lives today, meaning that we love our country, that we give everything that we do in our lives to our country.
Excuse me,
That's
sir,
what it
I have
means to be
something to ask
patriotic.
you. Excuse me, I have
Yes.
something to ask you. But when we finish writing stuff, does stuff finish?
Yeah, you could just click finish and it will tell you how much you got correct, and you'll see how much you get. And then you'll see check my answers, and you click on that one and it will tell you if you got one wrong like I did, you'll see there's a red spot and it will just show you that one you got wrong. Sometimes the word might be correct, but the spelling mightn't be correct. So if you got it wrong, it might be, if the word is the same, it might just be that you spelled it wrong. All right, so I'm glad to see that some people are still doing their worksheet and you're finishing it off. Nice. Right, so here every creed and race. So I remember, I think it was Kira who wrote, here every creed and race. Is this a running race like in the Olympics are going on, that kind of race they're talking about? No?
No.
No, so what kind of race they're talking about? People who, they're talking about people. What do you mean by race of people?
People with different colors of skin, or like different heritages. Or different heritages.
Or different heritages. Very good. Very good. So I like that when you use Kira. Different heritages. They have different colors skins. So they have different color skin, different hair type. No matter how they look, every creed and race will find an equal place. There's space for everybody. We are not going to be saying, oh, because you look a particular way, you can't be here. Or because you look a particular way, you can't do this. No, everybody is going to have the same equal freedom, no matter their race. So you see how everything in this anthem is coming back to that theme of freedom. And then we go back to God. Yes?
About the thing we have to do, when I finish, we have to sign, put in we name and put in what group we in or level.
No, just put check my answer, and that's alone. Just click on check my answer.
Okay.
And to show you your answers, right? Nice.
Yes, sir.
Anybody got all correct so far? All right. So here every creed and race finds an equal place, and then we come back and may God bless our nation, because no matter what we do, we always put God first. All right. So our anthem is really short and sweet, you know. It means so much. But what is the main thing in our anthem? Tell me some of the main things you remember from the anthem. Let me see. Freedom, very good. Freedom. Pledge. All right, cool. So let me just look and show you the last part of our little presentation here. So we come back to her. So all these words she presented us, we now know. So what about condition? When we talk about the condition, do we have to behave a particular way when the anthem is being sung? Anybody? Can we do anything? So let's look and see. So tell me, should we be sitting down? Like she's doing here?
No.
No. Should we be dancing? She's having a fun time. No. What about taking a selfie? Look, she's there taking a selfie.
No.
Here's the anthem. What about this one? She's just there like standing up doing something. Should we be doing that? Looking down on the ground?
No.
Or should we be standing up straight and tall like she's doing here?
Yes. Straight and tall.
Very good. Straight and tall. So we're not going to be taking no selfies. We're not going to be dancing up a storm. We know it's a song, you know, but we don't go, God bless our nation. No, we don't. That's not what we do, right? And we cannot be just sitting down and saying, well, yeah, we're not going to finish. Yeah, check, man. Nope. We have to have a particular way we have to behave when it is that the anthem is being sung. Why though? Why do you think we have to behave like this? I'm looking for a word
Because it's our
that starts with
national
R.
anthem.
And what we want to show it. We want to show it something starting with R.
The anthem to honor.
So what we want to do? We want to show it what?
Respect.
Something starting with R. Respect. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to show it respect. Exactly. We want to show it respect. So we can't be taking selfies. We can't be dancing up. We can't be sitting back and just chilling. We can't just be looking down on the ground. A lot of boys and girls when they sing the anthem, we like to watch our foot. We hold our head tall, proud, and we sing when it is that the anthem is being performed. And even if we're not singing, we still stand straight and tall and we give all the respect. Normally, when it is that we're singing the anthem, what do we normally look up at? Because that's why our head is up. What we normally would be looking at. When you're singing the anthem in school, what you used to watch? Some of us.
I used to watch, no, I don't know.
Did you have a flag somewhere around?
You just used to watch
No, miss, but we used to. Miss,
We used to.
but
Okay,
nah,
good. What about when
we
you
don't have
enter
a
the
flag.
school? So when you enter the schoolyard, did you all have a flag that was somewhere outside the schoolyard or somewhere as you enter?
No.
There'll be a big pole, you sure?
No, miss.
Some of you all, I feel, you probably never looked up the pole. It was probably so tall, you didn't look up and realize, oh, there's a whole flag up there. So our national flag is what it is that we would normally turn towards. We would turn towards whatever direction the flag is in. And we would sing with our hands at our side, our legs together, and our head straight up and tall. Right? So let's look at the last part here. All right, so we're gonna go to a game and I'm going to send you the link. So this is what your game is gonna look